Let's delve into this issue of Governor Sheyi Makinde alleging a setup, a conspiracy, that it was immediately after he declared to vie for the presidency in 2027 that this
Quote is
abduction
as if he's
took
that
place.
relevant in the election.
No, in his own mind, it's relevant, and to his supporters, it's relevant.
Then he's
But my
living in
question,
a
Daniel,
fool's
is that
paradise.
what do you think is the motive or the justification for this, or is it? Can you actually dismiss it completely?
Yes, because Makinde is inconsequential in any calculation.
No, that's not fair.
My opinion.
He's a governor,
but am
a
I
governor of an entire state.
But am I entitled
No,
to
you're
express
entitled,
my?
but you're not being fair. I think you're not being fair to me.
Okay, because what we look at is metrics, data, and numbers. So if you look at these metrics, data, and numbers, which equation brings him close? Because for now, Makinde may not even win a presidential election in his state, not talk of anywhere else. Makinde has not gone to any part of Nigeria. Makinde has not nominated a vice presidential candidate. Makinde never had a strong political history where Makinde has interacted with the rest of Nigeria. Makinde has been confined only to Oyo State. He's not even known that much in Lagos, not to talk of the southwestern Nigeria.
Are you being serious now?
Yeah, I'm very, very serious.
President Tinubu was only a governor of Lagos State before he became
But
president.
even in his Nadeko days, there's no part of Nigeria where he doesn't have collaboration. Remember, collaborated with the Kingibes, collaborated with the Atikus, collaborated. So if you want to be president, you want to be president of the country. So it's important that you are relevant around the country, you have partnerships, and you have collaboration. This is what we use. Anybody can wake up from his bed. Showore wants to be president. Showore is more pronounced, more known in Nigeria than Makinde. There is no part of Nigeria you go, people will not say they like Showore. Yeah, but even Showore in this election is inconsequential. Now to bring then Makinde
Anyway,
as a
Showore
Makinde
is far more competent to respond to you than me, so I'll just leave
He
that.
has always been abusing me. So, and you know one funny part? Showore has been a long time friend. We have a very
He told me
cordial,
just yesterday. He told me that both of you are very good friends.
we have
so
a very cordial
I'll leave that.
relationship.
You guys will sort yourselves out.
Until he broke the system. He broke the rules. When he came out, he didn't even need to, and abused me on my interview with Mehdi Hassan. When he did that, I forwarded that part to him. I felt disappointed. Let me tell you why. The first time I talked with Showore was telling me I'm one of the fewest Nigerians he has the highest regards for. And he said, during his days in custody in DSS, anytime I came online on television, he saw the courage with which I sometimes even blamed the government on matters related to him, even though I was speaking, supporting the government that I was supporting, and that I was bold in the way. Now, that's how our relationship continued. There are times he asks questions. He will send it to me. Like, for example, the first time I met with the president, so we shook our hands. You know, there's a picture. If you reverse the picture, the right hand that you shake each other will be as if you shook with the left. So he forwarded that. He saw the picture. He forwarded to me. He said, "I never knew you two. You have joined secret society." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "You people shook out with left." I said, "No, we shook out with right. If it is all." So this sound we have related, but I felt very bad when he came out. He didn't. Even when you listen to him that day, he was talking, you could see that he just wanted to put his voice, because you see that Mehdi Hassan created economy for a lot of people.
Many franchises.
Oh, many franchises. And from that day till today, if you have noticed, even if I say hello, good morning, they will say breaking news. Bwala told somebody good morning at 3 p.m.
Bwala address the issue of Makinde becoming fit for president.
So if you look at Makinde, for example,
this conspiracy about this abduction.
He wants to. This is my thinking. I'm a politician. I am
and
also
don't forget,
a political scientist.
So, you know, he has invited the United Nations to investigate.
Yes.
So you cannot say this is
cheap.
flippant.
Who does he know in United Nations? Let me tell you this: United Nations, the whole world have been on this matter. He didn't even know. He's inviting people who have been on it. You know, because anytime, let me tell you why terrorists abduct children or children in school, because of the United Nations or women, because of the United Nations Convention relating to them. Anytime you abduct children, it is no longer a national affair, it's a global affair. So that's what they do. These people have known and have been involved in it. But for him to say he's inviting them now, it means he doesn't even know what is happening. But you see, what else do you think Makinde will do to stay relevant in the media, other than to cut controversy, to drive conspiracy narrative? There's nothing else he will do. You get the point. So, and we who know the nuances of media, we know how people manipulate the media to stay relevant. If you know in media, they say all information is relevant, all news, whether bad or good.
Controversy sells like
Controversy.
wildfire. But are you not worried that if you say it's irrelevant in the grand scheme of things, your principal, President Tinubu, may lose your state? Makinde won back-to-back governor for your state.
Let me tell you.
Your principal may lose Oyo State.
My principal is winning Oyo.
And Osun State. No, because he has supporters also.
He will win Oyo in a landslide. I will tell you why. Because
he did not win Oyo in last election.
Yes, I'm telling you now he will win.
Why?
I was in Oyo. Do you know why I went to Oyo? They wanted to. They keep been saying that the president has not done anything at all. These were the things that Makinde has been leading them to believe. So we went to Oyo, and we went to the local government in Oyo. Wallahi, if I tell you this thing was like, the way if you're a Christian, you go to church when a teacher is teaching and they say this one is revelation. When I started to tell them how much they get in their local government, they could not believe. In fact, the last radio station had to practically do the work of his information people to defend him. So the locals that we went and met and we talked with, there is a great sense that this man is no longer popular in that state. Because it became apparent to them that it is this governor who has not been delivering deliverables to the local government because money has been coming. When I asked them to ask their governor, including the journalists, where is the money going to? I was so shocked. They told me that the governor does not even believe there is local government.
But do you know how many local governments are in Oyo State? 33. I was born in Oyo State.
Okay, if it is 33,
yes.
What do you say
about... using one over 33.
No. I went to 3. And the 3 local government I went to, I'm coming now, the 3 local government I went to, they are not like the highest. But the point to be made is not the number. Doesn't Lagos have local government?
My brother Daniel, let's focus on the issues.
But you are the one that brought the issue.
Why has the president not called Sheyi Makinde? In this entire 56 days, 58 days or so now.
I am not aware and not in a position to know. I am not even pushing much on that answer to your question about Makinde. It is a distraction because we might now talk about many other issues. But do you know that media, when you finally publish it, it will be as if that's the only thing we talked about Makinde. So now what I've learned when I go to media houses, I will not lead in questions. Any question that I consider is likely to lead as a breaking news in the media, and I'm not interested in that.
Critically speaking, are you saying that this entire situation in Iroele was not, there's no iota of truth in it, that it was orchestrated? That's the appropriate word.
If it was orchestrated, how about those ones in Borno that are still in custody? Exactly. How about those in different parts of Nigeria? I'm telling you that Makinde needs to be in the news. And the only way to be in the news is to politicize everything. You see, now that the Iroele people are out, probably he will not have another talking point. He will stay irrelevant. And then he will start thinking of the next thing he will... I'm disappointed. He's a young man who should be one of the emerging leaders in the Southwest that tomorrow you will say will be a voice. He has not used his political position in 8 years to develop a broad-based partnership with the rest of Nigeria. Nobody knows him outside Oyo. Even in Lagos, it's not known.
The conspiracy centers around the fact that the president is totally unpopular in that part of the country, even though he is from that part of the country. But that with this scripted or orchestrated rescue and all of that, he's just like, let me use the word crowd, you're basking in that euphoria of rescue, that the president is milking this to say, is a performing, whereas in the other parts of Nigeria, Borno State, your state, in Naija State, in Kwara State, what has happened to, some people have been in captivity for over 6 months or so. Nothing has happened.
Let me tell you, it's really sad to say that the president is not popular in that part of Nigeria. Do you know why? How can, let's say I'm in the position of president, I want to make myself popular, then I will orchestrate a kidnapping for how many weeks? During this period, do you know how many times all kinds of bad press have gone against the president? So I'll go and create bad press for myself. In fact, let me even say it, Makinde is not even a good opposition personality. There's a way to play opposition. I played opposition. You play it in a more matured way. After the election, when I was in PDP, for 1 year, I engaged every policy, but I did that constructively. I brought out facts where I was wrong. we'll move on. Where I'm right. But these people who have had the privilege of governing even a state, and then you don't even know how to play opposition, and you try to create a situation of discontent. Let me tell you, the president is more popular in the Southwest now than he was before 2023 election. And if in case you want some prediction, because I'm very good in political prediction, the president will win Oyo in a landslide.
You think so?
Yes, the president will win Oshun in a landslide. Forget these people who want to talk politics to politics. The president has expanded the broad base of his support across Nigeria. There's no part of South where president will not be voted for. Look at the way he has increased in the Southeast. We have the governor of Enugu, and look at the work he's doing and the way he's expanding the popularity of the party in the Southeast. In the Southeast, even governors who are not in our party have formed partnership with us. The governor of Anambra, the governor of Abia. You can see the way the president has expanded his broad base. Come to the North Central and see those places where they said before now people have apathy, like Benue and Plateau, because they felt that the Christians, that whole narrative of Christian genocide and the lack of inclusion. Since the president has come, the national chairman of the party is from the North Central. The secretary to the government of the federation from the North. There are so many opportunities that the North Central have had because of the president's expansion of partnerships. You come to the Northeast where I come from. But for President Bola Tinubu, I am trying to imagine the kind of equation that will bring me to become a spokesman for the president. That is the way he expanded. See the popularity, the way he's expanded. You can go to all parts of Nigeria. I have embarked on a missionary journey of interrogating the policies of governors of Progressive Party and whether it is in consonance with our party manifesto and policy. And we go to the grassroots. So we don't just talk. When I went to Lagos, we saw the grassroots. What Lagos State is even doing is out of, you will see it with time.
You know what, Daniel?
Allow me to learn. So that theory that the president is not popular in the Southwest is a hoax.